as the leaders, or that is at least for the leaders, as they come through the finish line this time.
They look comfortable now, don't they? They're trying gamely to hold on behind the other man there, the Estonian Priit trying to hang on as well, but he and the Mexican, the gap is not getting any smaller, and if anything, just getting gradually longer. It's being stretched out.
Then it was CHELIMO who broke the field up. He was followed through by Richard Ringer, who's now at the front of the field. But he slows the pace slightly, or he simply says to one of the others, excuse me, would you mind doing a bit of the work at the front of the field? Which is sensible with 5 of them clear. There's no point letting the 2 chasing athletes get back to them, although we have seen that happen.
Well, they went through 2000 in 5:45, which was a couple of seconds slower than the first heat, so it's much of a likeness at the moment.
So it is more than worth the while of the athletes in 6th and 7th, the Mexican who
pushing
led
on,
for some
yes,
time.
exactly.
It's worth them pushing on, yeah.
If they stay where they are, then I think they would probably make it through to the final.
Yes, and they're both looking pretty comfortable.
Through 3,000 metres in 8:36.31. That compares with 8:23, so they've dropped off in that third 1,000 metres in terms of the pace.
So the Estonian in the light blue vest, currently in 6th place.
He's just beginning to struggle a little bit, actually.
Priit.
Yep, he's losing touch with the Mexican.
Yes, he is.
But ESPARZA is also gradually losing touch with the 5 men in front, who look very comfortable.
They do, and they're maintaining the pace now with the South African at the front. But the Mexican seems to have got a second wind, because he is moving away from Priit. Can he get back on? Can he get to the back of this group of 5 who did look as if they were clear? He's certainly working hard.
Evgeny RYBAKOV, who was the silver medalist in Shenzhen, behind the Brit Andy Vernon in China a couple of years ago. It's still such a shame that there are no British team here in the athletics.
Yes, well, I've made
a wasted opportunity, I really do.
Yeah. Well, I made my views known on previous days. I reiterate that I think the British universities should have been represented here, and it is interesting that the heptathlete Kelly Southerton tweeted that it was either this morning or late yesterday evening. And Kelly Southerton, I agree with you. I don't know why we are not here. Well, I know the official reason that was given for no British team being here.
When you consider, when you consider that Britain hosted the Olympic Games last year, and just 1 year later, we talk about legacy, and surely legacy is going to championships, and university sport is all about legacy. And I think it's a real shame that they have not sent a side here.
And there were enough performances at the British Universities Championships that merited coming to these championships. It's also a learning experience and a much broader and equally important cultural experience and social experience for the students. They are the British team, the British universities represented in other sports, but not in athletics. Well, let's get back to the action on the track, where little has changed. We have a leading group of 5 who look extremely comfortable. It's the German Richard Ringer, the German 5,000 metre silver medalist back in 2011. Has been to a World Championship. He represented Germany at the World Junior Championships back in 2008. So this time, as they come up through the finish line, they see 2 laps to go, 800 metres to go.
Lucas Bentley, BRUCHET as well, hasn't been made to work too hard. Quite a big man for a 5,000 metre runner.
He is.
not just in fact that he's tall, but he's quite heavily set as well. When you compare him to something like Paul CHELIMO, who I know is not one of the top runners in the world, but all of the men in front of him, has to say, the Russian has said, doesn't he look like Sergei Lebed a little bit, the great Ukrainian cross-country champion who never really made it on the track the way he did in cross-country.
He didn't, but he is the game's record holder.
That's right, he took the gold back in 1999 when it took place in Mallorca. 3:37, 52.
But when it came to the European cross-country championships, he could not be denied, could he? Amazing record. Well, we might have a group of 6 again at the front.
Yes, ESPARZA seems to be getting a little bit of extra life, and it's forcing the ones in front to actually get a bit more honest again.
They may have checked over their shoulder and thought, hey-ho, we better get on our bike. Not literally. So, with 400 metres to go, Richard Ringer is now at the back of that group of 5 automatic qualifiers, which is being led by the Canadian Lucas Bentley BRUCHET. But I would have thought that the hard work of the Mexican is going to pay off. I would have thought he would be one of the next 5 fastest. So here come the leading group of 5. CHELIMO, BRUCHET. They are racing it out. Not sure there's any point to that, but still. And I'm sure that the Mexicans' hard work will be rewarded. Jesus Arturo ESPARZA PEREZ there in 6th place, 14:19.17. Well, almost. It's now corrected to 14:19.16 for CHELIMO. BRUCHET in 14:21.79. Well, 14:41 was the 5th fastest time in the first of the 2 heats. So ESPARZA PEREZ will go through. 14:23.09.
And the gaps start to grow after that. But I would suggest from the first heat that Safronov, Kuyunku and Omar Abdi look like they could be safe. ESPARZA PEREZ also looks through to me, the 5th fastest loser. Good run there from the Kenyan, though. He got a bit out of his depth towards the end of the 10,000 metres. Maybe he'll find a bit more luck at this half distance in the long distance. The new national record has come out for Ghana, for William AKUKA, 15 minutes 20. A nation that is more renowned for its sprinters than it is for its long distance running. So congratulations to him. He's made the long trip from West Africa and a new national record.
Well, even the team support beginning to drift away from the central stadium. here in Kaunas at the Universiad 2013, the World University Games. We do have 2 more medal ceremonies.
From us today,